It's been 4 weeks since the escape from the CCF Osprey. Voel, you are here being led down a dimly lit corridor, adorned with heavy iron doors at regular intervals. In front of you, the guard buzzes open the door and you hear a large clank as the latch unlocks. You are pushed inside a small solitary room. A single fluorescent light bulb softly buzzes overhead. The room is just big enough to fit 2 cots. The thought of this being your life now slowly sinks into your mind. And from across the room, a tall, slender, humanoid figure steps out from the shadow. He looks directly at you and chuckles. Well, looks like we've got us some fresh meat. And welcome to another episode of the Placeholder NPCs podcast, where we are continuing our spacefaring campaign using the Scum and Villainy system. My name's Xeno, I'm the game master for this session, and with me at our table, as always, we've got Sam.
Howdy.
You meant to do your intro, buddy.
Really? I don't recall us doing it this way last time. Like, you're gonna just stop mid-sentence? Like, it sounds you're about to say something else, and then I'm gonna, say 3 or 4 sentences, and then continue your sentence? Is that how that was meant to go? I don't recall us doing it like that last time.
We do it the same way every time. I go, hey, here's at our table, here's Sam.
Yeah, but you did. Am I the only one? Am I the only one that's thought it sounded like he was going to continue speaking after that?
To be, if anyone's got a script, I'm assuming it's Xeno. I did think he was going to, but then I was like, okay, he's clearly paused.
Alright, maybe I've got the inflection wrong. I'm sorry. Hang on, let me do that again. And sitting here at the table is Sam. Go, Sam, do your thing.
Yeah, howdy all. I'm Sam. I play Algernon Kentucky Blue, the Stitch, who is the medic of the Koi Fish. Kentucky is a tall, slim, bespectacled gentleman dressed in professional attire, complete with sweater vest. Putting his checkered past behind him, he finds excitement, wonder, and even comfort in acquiring and studying precursor artifacts, seemingly at nearly any cost.
Oh wait, you want me to go now?
Actually, no. Clearly I was mid-sentence.
Wow. Alright, sitting next to you is the formidable Dushan.
Hey everyone, I'm Dush. I'm playing Rook, Ferris, the Mystic, and the I had it in my head. The Yuagua? Damn it, I'm never going to remember this. I promise people I'm trying.
It's literally just Jaguar, but with you. It's Yuagua. What is...
I know, but it messes me up in my head every time. Like, I look at it and I try to say it in a different freaking accent or something. Yuagua.
It's already phonetic, what do you mean?
That's the problem, it's phonetic and I'm just assuming it's a different way.
Why don't you just write it, like, in the way to pronounce it that makes sense to your brain? Just write it down.
Hey everyone, I'm Rook Ferris, played by Dushan. I am a Mystic Yuagua. Previously having a nice little run-in with the Concordant. Thankfully, no one important got left behind, and just been enjoying a bit of a spa week. Enjoying a bit of a spa week, and just relaxing and just getting rid of the stress, and looking forward to other ways with interacting with the world and universe around us.
And joining us back at the table this time round is Lex.
Hi everyone, I am back. I play Voel. I am our trusty pilot. Voel's an Avali, a bird dinosaur kind of dude. Goes by the call sign Demon. At the moment, I am terrified. Poor Voel is in a dark, dingy dungeon. Last I heard, I got launched off into space, and now I'm waking up here. I don't know where this is going, and I'm scared about what Xeno's going to do to me this time.
It cannot be any worse than what I've already done to you.
See, I don't believe you.
And that is a safe bet to do. It has been a little while since we've done an episode. Is everyone up to speed with where we're at?
Yes.
Dushan finally read the rules, yeah.
Not joking, I did finally legitimately read the rules.
He finally opened the rule book, and he's like, "Oh, this game is actually kind of fun. I get it now."
I haven't read that far. No, I'm kidding. I love this thing.
It's just not all Xeno traumatizing us. It's great.
Well, hang on, us? They haven't been traumatized. They went on a vacation.
Spa day.
Hey. I only had one spa day. Do you know how traumatizing that is? To not get a refresher after that?
I lost my pet bird.
Fuck you pet bird. Meanwhile, I committed war crimes during my last session.
Now, if I recall, you specifically didn't yourself commit the war crimes.
War crime adjacent?
I was following orders.
As Voel was cryogenically frozen in an escape pod, we had a bit of a past experience looking into his backstory a bit, and then while he was busy getting traumatized, we had a spa day, Algernon got boned.
Yes.
You made some calls to the underground music sensation Ada Black to gain tickets to her upcoming Black Enix performance, and you think that's a good place to find some hackers who can help unscramble Captain Foo's message, who you also rescued from the Centennial Hawk. We found out from an associate named Little John, who was able to track down Voel's location. We found out Voel was rescued by some scrap farmers and sold on to the Jade Syndicate. Little John was never here, and 4 weeks have passed, and Voel is now rotting in a cell. Did I miss anything?
No, I don't think we missed anything.
I had a spa day.
Oh, you missed mentioning Arc's horrendous stealth coding, trying to send those messages all stealthy, like fitting koi into sentences.
Arc is a master of disguise and a brilliant linguist. Thank you very much.
You could have just used the word koi.
I know I heard it and I forgot it instantly.
You couldn't say Yugua. You still can't say it.
He just said it to you.
Jaguar, Jaguar. Okay. Hey, that was right, I think.
Master linguist.
Oh, part of my day was coming up with koi puns to make fun of Dush for not being able to make a single koi pun in the letters that he was trying to write.
Oh, by all means. Yeah, please do. I legitimately am stuck at that stuff.
I can't wait to continue.
Didn't deserve a laugh. Didn't deserve a laugh at all, but I feel weak, so you get it. You get the laugh. Well done, Lexi.
Well, let's put those skills to the test then, and jump into this session of Dark Cosmos. We are going to kick off with Voel.
Hello.
Yeah, we're going to kick off straight from that opening stinger. So you are here, you are locked into this dingy, small, medically kind of psychiatric place.
Psychiatric.
Yeah, that thing. There's 2 metal cots with the flimsiest of mattresses on them, and the hum of the fluorescent light just buzzes softly overhead. And this stranger has just stepped out from his side of the room and approached you.
Who are you? And I kind of stare him down.
And he's looking you up and down as well. He's like, the name's Elbin, and you better get comfy feathers because you're gonna be here for a while.
Not if I've got anything to say about it.
Such spunk. I'm sure that'll come out of you in the first couple procedures. So, how'd they get you here?
Do I actually know? Out of character?
Yeah.
So because I was frozen, right? Or was I not?
You were frozen. You were definitely aware that you were picked up by scrap farmers and then moved about and sold.
Okay.
And now you were picked up by the Jade Syndicate themselves. So yeah, you would have a rough idea where you are.
Okay. I was caught, sold off this way. There's not much more to tell.
Well, let's just say then, you know what? No, I'll let you experience it for yourself. and he plops down onto his bed, leans back, puts his only arm up behind his head, and kind of just closes his eyes.
That's a fucking power pose right there.
I go over to my cot, but I am keeping one eye on him at all times. I'm not letting myself relax.
Fair enough. Some time passes, and the guards come back and collect you. You notice the familiar buzzing at the door, the clank of the latch. Yeah, this little one. Let's take him down and see what those scales are worth.
They're worth nothing. They're worth nothing. Don't touch me.
They pick you up and they start ushering you out of the room, down a corridor, and into a medical chamber.
As they go to pick me up, I swing at the closest one.
Kick him in the chin.
I am struggling. The moment they grab me, I am rebelling.
Let's get a roll going then. I think that's a scrap roll.
Yeah, I'm totally getting my face cut off. All right, so that's 2. So I roll 2 die.
2 die. This is going to be a risky limited.
First roll of the game. Let's go double 6s. A 1 and a 4.
Classic Voel. That's the rolls we like to see.
Yep. I live for these ones. I don't know why I bother trying to do things in this game.
Cool. So you were just trying to knock one of these guys out?
I was just swinging, like no real focus, just swinging.
You do, and they swing back. So I'm going to give you a level 2 harm, as you are badly bruised, and you are more than welcome to try and resist that.
Ooh. Yes. Yeah, let's do that.
Excellent. Alright, so this will be a prowess roll. So give me your 2 dice roll.
And then I take the lower one?
Tell me what you get for take the higher one.
4.
4.
4 and a 3.
Alrighty, so you take 2 points of stress, and that is reduced down to a level 1 bruise.
Okay, good. Because I didn't want to get the -1 die at the start of the game.
But with that, they were able to whisk you up. They're a bit more stern with you this time. You have one guard either side of you, grabbing you by the arms, and they lead you out down the hallway. And as you enter into that medical facility, we're going to cross over to the other 2. Here on the planet X, in the underground warehouse hosting Ada Black's coveted Black Inex tour, we have Algernon, Arc, Captain Foo, and Whiffy. As you enter into this dimly lit warehouse, picture the Amazon distribution warehouse, like a massive sprawling warehouse that is being turned into an underground rave. The air is thick and hazy. There's neon lights flashing everywhere, and the smell of chems lingers in your nostrils. The bass of the music beats so deep you can feel it in the joints of your bones. And you guys are here trying to find some people to help you with this recording.
Yeah, we enter into this warehouse, obviously loud, blinding lights everywhere. I assume some smoke machines going off, obviously, to complete the vibe. Is there a stage? And if so, can we see Ada on there?
There are several stages in this one. Think like those big music festivals that have multiple stages and multiple performing acts.
In the one warehouse, fuck.
Yeah, this is a huge warehouse. Like, think big Amazon. Like, they stock everything and anything.
No bathroom breaks.
Just piss bottles in the corner.
Excellent. True to fashion.
If you want to do a bit of snooping around and checking things out, I can say maybe give me a study roll to see if you can locate where Ada Black is performing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, seems to be what we came for, so...
These motherfuckers, Voel's getting experimented on, and they're at a rave. It's bullshit.
I mean, Arc, you're here too. Would you also be looking and checking stuff out?
I wouldn't want to stray too far from our group as a whole, so can I attempt to assist Algernon in that?
You can. Otherwise, I'm happy to let you both roll and both get assistance from Captain Foo and Whiffy.
Let me just think about this. Could I potentially use Hack to see if I can see any record of Ada Black performing on any records or details or anything like that on any of the systems nearby in this warehouse? Like whether it's potentially pointing towards a particular stage or anything like that?
Okay, so you want to hack some kind of like information terminal to get some more information?
Yeah, rather than assisting.
I think what ends up happening is you come across a couple of Avali seem to have just been passed out on the side of this venue, and they've got a communication pad just sitting there, just able to just pick it up, quickly tap, 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 and find some information. So if you want to give me a hack roll to see if you can get into this device, I will say this is a risky standard roll. And don't forget, if you want that help from either Captain Foo or Whiffy, I'm happy to give that.
Yeah, I'm happy to get help from either one of them, because I think Whiffy was also more technologically inclined, if I remember.
Yeah.
So what, does that add another d6?
Yep, so that'll add a d6 to your roll. And don't forget, you guys have 2 gambits available to spend as well.
2 5s and a 3.
Okay, so it's a 5. That's a success. You're able to unlock this device. It was a very, very simple password. And you start searching, and you think she's in the rear section of this venue.
Okay.
So to give you a rough estimate of where it is, but we'll still need to do a study roll to find the exact place. So she's not on set just yet, but she will no doubt have some kind of green room or waiting room to chillax and wait in.
And you said a study roll to...
Yep, I'm happy to give that one to Algernon to do. We'll share the love a bit.
Yeah, happy for that. Yeah. I'll kind of relay the information to everyone present, and yeah, see if anyone's able to figure that out.
But because you rolled a 5, consequence. The Avali that owns this cabinet kind of wakes up, looks at you, and goes, hey, that's mine, give that back. And is now looking to get into a bit of a rough and tumble with you.
Oh, well, I mean, it was just there. I didn't know that was yours specifically.
You know, just take someone's device.
Who leaves a device on the ground?
Nah, mate, you don't just pick up device on the ground. It was clearly right here next to me. And he starts shouting and yelling. He's like, hey, this guy over here is trying to steal my shit.
Can I attempt to kind of ditch the group and kind of just scamper off, kind of lose myself in the crowd so they can't pinpoint who or where I am?
You can definitely try to do that. That sounds like a skulk roll to me.
Ooh, could I potentially do a scramble to try and get away, or would that be more skulk?
Scramble makes sense. If you count a crowd as a difficult
Harsh
environment. Yeah, difficult terrain, trying to get through fast.
I just have an image of this giant polar bear like sneaking from like pole to pole, and he's like visible either side of the pole. He's like, I'm skulking, so stealthy.
I find the thickest pole I can. Oh, wait, if there's UV lights, my fur will just stick out like just bright white.
Why do you go under a black light? Why are you stuck to your fur?
Anywhere else, the most visible place.
It's a rave, how can you not?
I am invisible.
Let's give it a go.
Yeah, sorry, I will attempt to scramble. A 3 and a 5 again? I don't know if I got 3 and a 5 last one. Yeah, it's a 5, so yeah.
So it's a 5. So success with a consequence. You're able to scramble your way through the crowd. But yeah, 100%. There's black lights in this place, so you were shining like a beacon. And this small group of Avali are hunting you down.
Bum, bum, bum.
What are the rest of you doing?
Kentucky just sees that unfold in the course of about 20 seconds. Before he even gets much of a chance, he's like halfway through cleaning his glasses before he starts hearing this Avali having a go at Arc, and mere moments after Arc's trying to lose him in the crowd, leaving Kentucky standing there, and I assume Foo and Whiffy relatively dumbfounded.
Oh, 100%. Captain Foo is like, well, you boys sure know how to make an entrance, don't you?
Some more than others, it seems. I assure you that my colleague does have his strengths when the time calls for it. However, all the other times are where it gets a little concerning. That is not our problem. And I'm going to try and use my eyes and look around for a poster, a sign, or just if I can see Ada on one of these stages.
Cool. So you press through the crowd a bit more. Oh, that sounds like a study roll to me.
Sure.
Let's see. This is going to be I would say, controlled standard. There's not a lot getting in your way at the moment.
I cannot imagine the backfire would be dire if I just do not spot this woman. But I'm not the DM, so...
Yeah, we all know that guy's a bitch.
Yep. Alright, study roll. I am not going to bother trying to push myself because, again, the stakes aren't that high. I'll just keep looking. So that is a 5, my study roll.
Okay.
How would you stress yourself out looking for something? You like squint extra hard?
Yeah, I'll put on a second pair of glasses.
a slightly larger pair of glasses.
Takes a little bit of time. You end up finding the backstage entrance down towards the rear of the building, but you have completely lost sight of Arc in this point. As you go to, I think, enter through that, you bump into one of the bodyguards out the front. He's like, sorry, bud, can't let you through here without proper passes.
I understand you're just doing your job. A friend of Ada's, Kentucky, feel free to ask her if you let her know that I'm in need of her help. I'm sure she'll be more than happy to let me through. Please.
Let's get another roll. Maybe a sway, I think, if you're trying to convince him to leave and go get Ada.
Makes sense.
Yeah, let's go controlled standard.
Wow, that's real bad. It's a 1 and a 2.
I love this. Yeah, right. As you're like the fourth person tonight, bud, to say that you're friends with the wonderful Miss Black. Clearly don't look like the type of person she'd hang about with. So why don't you just bump off and go get yourself some more drinks or something? Hey, bud, go enjoy the music.
Well, I'm sure there have been plenty of people that have been trying to lie their way past you, but have any of these others had, were they VIP tickets or were they just regular tickets that she gave us?
I think they were just regular tickets. I don't think they were anything amazing.
Xeno just said they were tickets, or whether or not they were anything.
Yeah, I think it was just tickets to get to the event.
So, you put an option here. I'll let you pick on this one. You can either try to continue on with this bouncer and take on a more risky opportunity to get through, so you'll need to do a different way to get past him, or you're going to lose this opportunity with Ada Black, and maybe you go off and try and find some hackers on your own.
What if I did a flashback and said those tickets were VIP tickets?
We can do that.
That works?
I think it would have worked if you bought them up, but
Yeah. That's what I was about to do. That's why I stopped halfway. But I presume if she gave us tickets, she's expecting to see us.
Or she's given you tickets to get into the event.
In which case, she might not see us right now, but I assume she'd want us to see us at some point during
Maybe
the event.
it could be a thing of you bide your time and try and catch her in a different part of the event.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of what I'm getting at. Yeah, if she's given us tickets, I assume she wants to see us at some point during this event, or she's expecting to. So if I can't see her right now, then I don't feel like I need to push it to get into the VIP area.
So if you want, I will say take a point of stress and I will allow the flashback for them to be VIP tickets. And what he's going to do is going to point you to the roped off VIP section where he's like, you can visit her when she comes out later. But he's not letting you in behind the scenes.
Yeah, okay, right.
The excuses he's giving you now at this point is like, she's getting ready. This is the performers only section.
Yeah, alright. I mean, if she's about to go on, there's no point in chatting with her right now anyway. So...
We could potentially just try and position ourselves during the performance so that she spots us and try to get an audience with her after the show.
Yeah, alright. I think I'm happy to go that way. Yeah, we don't need to do the flashback.
Ah, but I want to spend that stress.
Yeah, I don't have that much to spend, so I'm gonna hold on to that precious sanity. And Kentucky's gonna take the hit to his pride on this one, and he's gonna accept being turned down by the bouncer.
And with that rejection, I think we'll cut back to Voel in the Coop. It's been several days now, and you've gone in and out of the medical facility. You've been poked, you've been prodded, a couple feathers have been removed as well, and you feel that it isn't as bad as what you've been told by Albin, but part of you just heard the stories before and you think they're preparing you for something worse.
So I'm not overly hurt, eh?
No, this is just prep and annoyances at this point. They're kind of measuring you up, getting samples off you. The easy stuff.
Okay. At this stage, am I in the room with... it was Albin?
Albin, yep.
Yep.
So he's your roomie at the moment.
Yep. So that's where I'm at the moment, yeah?
If you'd like to be. If you'd like to be somewhere else, we can do that.
Oh, yeah, no. I'll be in the room with him. Is he on his cot? Is he sleeping? What's the go with him?
He's just sitting up, throwing a tennis ball against a wall, catching it with his only arm.
So how did you end up in here?
It was happened quite a few years ago now, and he kind of puts his hand over his lack of arm on shoulder. This was a university study gone wrong. I was a volunteer test subject. At the Cecil Institute, they did something to my arm, and I was eventually sold out to the Jade Syndicate. I've been here, they were testing, trying things on me, and then at some point I blacked out, and next I was waking up on an operating table with a buzzsaw going straight through my bones, and they needed to remove my arm. I've been here since then, just test after test. Some days are easier. Is that what you were looking for? Were you hoping for some happy story?
I've been here long enough to know that there's no happy stories in here. I've heard stories about places like this, and yeah, I'm just trying to figure out exactly what I'm in for.
Your test subject. You don't have to do anything to be in here. And he looks out the little window that's in the door and points to a cell just down the hallway a little bit. He was just a drunk in a bar, picked up in an alleyway because he passed out from a night on the town. There's no reason someone would want to be in here, or they don't need any reason to put you in here at all. But my advice to you is endure. And are you a religious person by any chance?
No.
Do you believe in something?
I believe in me.
Good. I've seen them religious folk come through here, and let's just say no god is coming to save them.
I don't plan on being saved. I plan on getting myself out.
Yeah, good luck, buddy. No one gets out from the Jade Syndicate. Whether prisoner, staff, no one leaves.
Quick aside, does Voel know of Kentucky's past?
That's a good question. Let's ask Kentucky. How much would Algernon have shared with Voel?
Not too much, no.
Okay, cool.
Like, just in general, that I was involved with the Jade Syndicate was just, yeah. Sorry, I wasn't sure it was.
But maybe not the capacity you were involved in?
Yeah, like that's where I came from, but like, I guess like he would have just maybe implied he was like a ripper or whatever, you know, shock doc, whatever you call them, but like mobs, essentially just patching people up in back alley clinic.
But I would know that you were a part of the Jade Syndicate and you got out, right?
I think Kentucky would be adamant that he wasn't a part of it.
Okay.
Whether or not that's true, but he did some work for them.
Then ignore my aside.
No, the asides are good. We get to learn backstories.
Yeah, well, I know it's difficult. I know it's going to be hard, but I don't plan on staying here.
Yep, no one ever does, but that day never comes. And I think we fade from there, and let's go back to the underground rave.
I hate that these guys are in a fucking rave. I'm getting tortured and experimented on and like plucked, and these guys just like.
Hey, I was mildly embarrassed by being rejected by this bouncer, so we both have suffered today.
I hate you so much.
I'm gonna make a quick luck roll here, and that's a 6. Awesome.
I'm assuming that's good.
Arc. It takes you, a good 20, 30 minutes of just pushing through this crowd. It's a massive space, and you're able to lose these Valley.
Do I see them coming after me, by the way?
They are short, so I think you see them here and there, and at some point you kind of see them take a different direction. They get distracted by another bar or another dance or something.
Can they fly?
No.
Oh, okay.
Think of them like raptors. So they've still got all the flight feathers, but they can't fly under their own power.
So this rave, do we see, the crowd is obviously crowded. Are all people dressed up?
Yeah, they're in your stereotypical ravers outfit. So you got your fishnet shirts, black pants.
So people are potentially wearing costumes and get-ups and things like that just to express themselves and have fun? Cool.
All different types. Yeah. You feel Whiffy's probably fitting in quite well at this point with his leather outfit.
Oh, yeah. Fair.
But as you're walking through, you come across these 3 large glass vats, each with a different colour in them. There's a pink one, there's like a light blue one, and there's a yellow one. There's something in you that kind of draws you that with like way energy. Would you approach?
Like how strong of a draw? Like is it sort of like, for context, Arc can probably feel wisps of energy of the way around them at all times to some extent, like stronger in some areas, not so much in others. Is it like noticeably a spike in energy? And
yes, there is a stronger concentration. It's not like a massive concentration, so it's not like blowing the radars up, but it is definitely a stronger concentration of like way energy coming towards this area.
Okay, do I feel like the Avali last that I saw were potentially close-ish, like where if I stopped for all of 5 seconds, I know I'd be in bit trouble?
No, you think they've gotten distracted by something else and they're going back off to enjoy the rave.
Okay, in that case, if I'm sure that I'm pretty much not going to get touched, yeah, I'll happily kind of get sidetracked by these large vats of way energy.
As you get closer to the vats and you push your way out of the crowd, there's several beanbag pillow things that have been placed down for seating, and inside the vats you see a group of Caxel, which are the koala folk, similar to Triventrell, in complete undress. They've got breathing apparatus on and they are just vibing and floating through these coloured vats of water. And above that you see a sign called the print station.
In relation to the 3 vats, do I feel like one of them's drawing me in more so than the others? Or is it more just equally or collectively they're just all drawing me in?
Now that you're this close, it's not the vats that's drawing you in.
Oh, okay.
Working down at the base of these massive vats is a friend of yours who you've known. And you see Hicks. Did you have a description of what Hicks looks like?
Effectively, Hicks is a very wiry sort of human or humanoid looking person. They look very similar to Algernon in that they don't have any other sort of, what's the best way to put it, defining features and things like that. They're just very human-esque, but they're very wiry, they are bold. They would probably actually have minimal, not clothing, but like minimalistic clothing and things like that, robes and stuff, but they look kind of sallow as a whole.
Well, you see him at the base of this print station, and he goes, "Well, I'll be in my eyes tricks. Is that Arc?"
Hicks, what are you doing here?
Oh, dude, I'm on my day off. I'm pushing my wares, you could kind of say. And you see what he's got set up at the base of these vats is, I want to say they kind of look like a hookah machine.
Yep.
They have tubing that goes all the way up to the top of these vats.
Yep.
And they are drawing in coloured mist that's apparating off the top of the water.
Yep, okay.
So as these caxels are floating about inside the vats, bubbles are coming up, turning into mist, and then getting fed into these like hookah devices.
Do you usually sell your wares at Ida Black's performances, or are you just here for the rave in general?
Well, these Reavers type have quite a few creds on them that they want to spend on these little gifts, I will say.
Yeah, I can feel it from here. Quite alluring.
Do you want to try some? You know what? Friend special, why don't you give it a go? And you see he puffs on one as well.
Ooh.
Now, we should probably say for the audience, Hicks is your close friend?
Yes, so Hicks is a close friend of mine, and they are a mystic goods supplier. I have gone to them in the past for items in relation to the way.
And I would say he probably hasn't steered you wrong in most times.
Hicks has always been on my side.
The hookah devices that he's got is kind of what's drawing your attention. They seem to be emanating some essence of the way, but most of the people out around here don't seem to notice.
You know what? It can't hurt. I'm happy to, friends discount it all.
Yeah, that's the spirit. Pick a colour. Which one would you like?
And sorry, which were the 3 colours again?
Be honest, the cyan one's my favourite, but you could take magenta or the yellow as well.
Let's go for the magenta.
Classic. I thought you'd take that one.
Can't beat the classics.
He gives you the hookah pipe.
Yep.
Do you take a puff?
Mm-hmm.
As you puff, you see the bubbles rise up in the massive vat that goes past these caxel that are swimming about in it.
Mm-hmm.
And you immediately get a sharp kind of, let's say, plumage of way energy inside you. and you're going to get some effects out of this.
Oh.
So firstly, you feel some kind of healing properties of it. And do you have any injuries at the moment?
I currently have a number 2 harm. Yeah.
You can drop that down to a level 1 harm.
Okay.
As this misty concoction, as it fills your lungs, revitalizes you a bit. And secondly, it's amplifying your way powers.
Ooh.
So I'm going to start a clock here. It's got 4 segments on it.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you use the way in a session,
Yeah.
I will let you add a number of die equal to this clock, and each time you use it, it will tick down by 1 until it runs out.
So effectively, currently it's on 4.
Correct. So you will add 4 dice to whatever roll with the way.
Damn.
But the caveat is it goes above and beyond. So if you were just trying to go back to a previous session, fling a door off of hinges, it'll do that, but it's going to be over the top.
Effectively, it's supercharging my attunement to the way, so to speak.
Now, if you don't use it in a session, it will tick down at the end of the session naturally.
Okay, yeah. I kind of feel just like my entire body, just like that sort of warmth that you feel first thing in the morning when the sun hits you. And just I feel tingles across every finger and all the bits of my fur and things like that. And I very much close my eyes and just revel in that for a few moments before coming back to Hicks and just being like, you'd never fail me.
Hey, some of these artifacts have some socializing properties to them, you could say.
Yeah, no kidding.
This doesn't seem like a place you would generally hang out in. What's drawing you here, buddy?
Sorry, yeah, we're looking for a friend. We're trying to get some information unscrambled. Unfortunately, it's a bit beyond me.
Some unscrambling information, as in like an electrical thing?
I probably can't say too much, but effectively, we've been given a message and just trying to figure out what it's about. Really?
Well, hang on, hold up. Hey, Diesel, get out here! And off to the side, you see another Rivali pop up from behind the vats, who seems to be like working on the electronics of it.
Yeah.
He goes, Diesel, you've done some kind of like techno babble training, right? Diesel looks to you and goes, yeah, I can. Now it's hard to tell in this light, but he is a grey Avali, but several of his flight feathers are kind of luminescent in the ultraviolet lights.
Oh, you're good with this kind of stuff.
Done a bit of tinkering and that. Something you want me to look at, boss? And yeah, Hicks goes, look, yeah, my protege here might have a little de-scrambling of something. Do you want him to have a look at that?
I kind of lean into Hicks and just quietly try and ask them, I'm like, how well do you trust your protege there? Like, can they keep information under wraps? Because
let's just say I trust him just as much as this protege that I'm talking to now.
Perfect.
And you know the saying, as far as I can throw them, and I can definitely throw him much further than I can you.
God, I'd hope so. I'll tell you what, Diesel. I'll see if I can find the others and I'll see if I can bring them back to you, because if you're able to help us out, we may be able to get moving a lot quicker than we expected. Hicks, how long are you guys going to be here for?
Hell, it's at least a 3-day event, so another 3 days.
Perfect. I'll go find the others and we'll be back as soon as possible.
You know where to find me.
Of course. By the way, what you've got set up over here, do you want me to just let people know to head to your printing station? Bring in some more business?
You do you, buddy. Word of mouth is gonna always appreciated.
Perfect. Alright, I'll attempt to just kind of look around for the other Rivali that I was potentially running from. If I don't see them, I'm going to try and head back towards where I thought I got the communication from, like where the communication was saying to head towards Ada Black's stage.
Alright, give me a study roll. See if you can try and work this out.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't have any study, but I have 1 insight. Does that just mean I roll 1 dice?
No, so study means, no dice in study means you roll 2 and take the lowest.
Yep, disadvantage, that's what it was. Thank you.
If you want, I have a devil's bargain for you.
Ooh.
Which will gain you an extra dice.
Mm-hmm. Wait, so if you give me a devil's bargain, that gives me an extra dice, but does that also remove the, what is effectively disadvantage? Or does that just take me to 1 dice?
It will take you to 1 dice, so it removes the disadvantage.
Am I able to get more information on this devil's gambit?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna say your Avali friends catch back up with you, and they've got some more friends with them.
Ooh, okay. Can I take that but also attempt to counter it to some extent? So, for context, earlier when I was running, I was going to try and find a corner and quickly get into my spacesuit. Full gear, covering my face, everything, in attempt to disguise myself / hide amongst the other partygoers. Would that potentially negate some of the negative that comes with the Devil's Bargain? Or is that going too far?
I think the Devil's Bargain would probably be like they have identified you.
Okay.
If you want to get in your spacesuit and do that, they're still, like, identifying you.
Okay. In that case, I probably wouldn't waste...
That said,
Oh, yeah.
anyone wants to put suggestions in for other Devil Bargains, you are more than welcome to. Don't just rely on me to bring the fun.
If not, no, that's fine. I'm happy to take that Devil's Bargain, yeah.
No, I walked away. I'm back. They put a bomb in his butt with a countdown timer.
Jesus. That escalated. I'm glad you walked away, bloody hell.
As a doctor, I fully advocate for this biologically sound plan.
So, either they recognize me or butt bomb is what we're going with on that Devil's Bargain? Do you guys know what a bargain is?
Those are your two
Yeah,
options.
like 6 1/2 really. Basically the same thing.
This is exactly the kind of bargain the devil would come up with.
Calm down, Raphael, Jesus.
I will say there is an electronic device in your spacesuit as the Devil's Bargain.
In my spacesuit.
Yeah.
Xeno, I feel like you're invalidating our ideas by making this compromise.
No, I'm meeting you in the middle.
Butt bomb
Wait.
or bust. That is my final offer.
Bomb or bust. Can I get that on a shirt? Butt bomb or bust?
Alright, I will concede to the group. If you take my Devil's Bargain, you find a butt bomb.
Find it how? In me? Did they sneak it? You know what? I will take this, but I will also...
The drugs give you ultra awareness.
Yes,
Kentucky did it
I
to
will
you.
take
ages
Ultra
this.
ago.
awareness and you finally feel it.
Yes, yeah, I'm happy to say, full law, the entire time in the very first downtime when Kentucky was playing with that bloody artifact and I never noticed that I was getting mind zapped back and forth to the frickin' medbay, at some point they butt bombed me and I did not realise. I'm willing to take that Devil's Bargain if I'm also able to take a gambit from the crew.
I'm happy with that.
Oh no, I said it as a joke.
I
didn't expect it to go this way.
Butt bomb or bust? What are we doing?
you know what, I just haven't been able to speak for 10 minutes and it all just came out at once. So I clearly repressed. Take that as you will, but we're too far gone now. So
Yeah, we're locked in.
Yeah,
Oh,
take
it's
the
locked
gambit.
in as well?
Locked in.
Oh god.
This went from a rave to a Saw movie.
Yeah, no sudden yanking.
This roll is going to be controlled and standard effect.
The consequences will not be controlled. Not at all. Quite explosive.
Nah, that's the Devil's Gambit. That's going to happen. So you have 2 dice on this roll, and you're doing a study roll.
2 dice, study roll. Okay. I want to take a picture of this, but it'll waste time. But effectively, a 5 and a 6.
Definitely worth the butt bomb.
So what we were looking for this space, I think you absolutely find Algernon, Captain Foo and Whiffy. Just, would you guys say you're chilling out in the VIP area at this point?
Hang on a second. It's 5 and a 6. Did he not get like 2 extra dice from the Devil's Bargain and the Gambit?
Nope, he had 0 dice to start with.
Yep, which means it was effectively disadvantage.
Oh,
I
right,
balanced
which
it
is
out with
disadvantage,
bargain
and now it
then
gets replaced
increased
by
with
2.
gambit.
Yeah, right. Yep. I am with you now. Yes, VIP lounge is where we'd be chilling.
You rock up at the VIP lounge, and you see them sipping back Viren margaritas, some weird alien concoctions, just chilling in the VIP area. And as you walk up, I think you just move your hand forward, and there's a butt bomb in your hand, and it is active.
I have a couple questions.
Sure.
What properties does this bomb have to make it a butt bomb if it's in his hand?
Clearly the well lubricated outer casing.
Hang on, let me have a look at some of your inventory items here.
Wait, my inventory items or his?
Yeah, I mean, could you please at least could you spend a couple of minutes looking through the diagrams we're putting
Is
through
it
on the
spy
Discord
gear?
chat before you decide what this is going to look like? Like, we put a lot of thought and effort into these designs.
Oh, no.
Again, could you please not dismiss our ideas?
For the record, I love how 30 seconds ago you're like, I just hadn't spoken, so I wanted to say something too. We've planned this out very
I feel-
thoroughly.
I feel so horrible. Like, I know that the idea is you just have to yes and, but this is the wrong idea. I shouldn't have fucking jumped on board. This is just fucking stupid. But again, we're too far gone.
At a certain point, yes and should just be no.
Sometimes.
Arc, there is a small pipe bomb sitting in your rear pocket that you pull out. It's pink and it's got a imitation knockoff My Little Pony sticker on it, and it is active.
Okay, so now, okay, that is, yeah, okay, that works. That's technically correct. Fair enough. Okay.
I like how you're like, well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What game are we playing again? My brain's gone. Like, that was...
My Little Pony, My Little...
Fair use.
And then we've made fucking My Little Pony canon in this universe.
Oh god.
This
My Little
the bomb has not
Volley,
even gone off
My
yet, and the
Little
consequences are dire.
Who do you think runs a Concord at?
Jesus.
Oh, fucking hell.
It's flooded.
No, I'm shutting it down. That is not canon.
It's Fluttershy.
We are not
The queen
going
of the
down that
Concord
route.
at. Yeah.
I thought you were just gonna say bronies, but no, we're actually
Dear
putting
God.
characters in there. Okay.
What have we done? What have we done? Were we the bad guys the whole time?
Can we retcon the last 20 minutes? Can we?
Can we just
No,
start the
we've
session
made
from
the dice
scratch?
roll.
Like we just need to redo this episode. Holy mother of God.
Algernon, as you take a sip of whatever drink you have, you look up and you see Arc just saunter into the VIP area and pulls out a bright pink pipe bomb covered in glitter and My Little Pony stickers.
Alright, give me a second to fucking gain composure before I start acting in character. Hang on a second. Arc, what the fuck are you holding?
They're giving out all sorts of things at this rave. Like I don't even know who gave it to me. I was just hiding from some of the frickin' techies, and I found this.
I look up at Arc's eyes and get a bit of a closer look. Oh god. You've been gone like 8 minutes. You high?
There is a bit of a twinkle in his eyes.
No. Wait, no. Let me try that again. No.
May I interrupt this conversation?
No.
Shut up. Sit down.
I just sit on the spot. I don't even head towards a chair.
Fucking hell.
I just drop on the ground.
Excellent. Captain,
Why is this thing beeping?
Well, I don't know about you, but that looks like it might go off sometime. Should he be holding that?
Are you some sort of love? Do you have any expertise in explosives?
Well, I'm pretty good at exploding things, sure.
As Algernon says that, I put my other hand up to be like, I do.
You are not part of this conversation. Stay quiet, Arc.
Okay, I put my hand back down while still holding the yellow device in the air.
I believe it's pink.
Oh, pink, sorry, pink. Yep.
Well, I mean, if he's your expert at bomb disposal, maybe he should do something about that?
Yes, usually I can count on his expertise. Yet again, trusting in that expertise has seemed to have backfired.
Is it in your expertise to maybe not be waving that around here?
I mean, I'm just holding it, to be fair.
I'm just afraid of giving him too many instructions. It's going to overload his brain right now.
I don't overload.
Okay. Captain, could you please gently take the device from my colleague here and dispose of it discreetly somewhere away from this warehouse? For the love of God.
I'm going to let you know. Captain Foo has the recording on her.
Right. Then maybe asking Whiffy instead?
Lexi, we need a Wi-Fi effect.
A Wi-Fi effect. Oh.
Did you clip the mic? The fuck
Oh,
happened?
did that
Was that just me?
was that too loud? Sorry.
No, it just cut out halfway through.
No.
Thank you. Yeah. Your timing is impeccable. Well done.
Yeah, I think Wi-Fi can handle that task. And she kind of just like gently picks it up off of Arc and then hands it to Wi-Fi.
I'm just holding my hand up like a platter, just being like, here you go.
So where do we want to send this thing? Just anywhere out there?
Preferably somewhere where it won't harm anybody if it goes off.
Okay, I think I saw an emergency exit out the back, which might lead into some alleyways.
Out the back.
I don't think we should carry that out the front door.
Yes, of course. I agree. Back alley sounds good. Thank you.
Alright, Whiffy walks off. I'm going to do just a luck roll for Whiffy. Okay, we'll come back to that later.
Mm-hmm. All right.
No more need for your sound effects there. It's all good.
It's him walking away.
Well, actually, you'll need one more when it explodes.
Well, shoot, I forgot to tell him where we'll meet him afterwards. I'm sure he'll find his way back.
Oh, Captain, do you still have the message on you?
Well, yeah, I've been carrying it all this whole time.
Oh,
And
thank
she
God.
taps on her side where there's like a electronic device hanging on her belt.
So I ran into an old friend, and they have someone who can help out.
Well, yeah, that's why we're here, isn't it? You've had your friend that you contacted, and we're here.
No. Like, Ada's still potentially got a show to do, but we can get it decrypted now, if need be, from someone else.
Well, then why are we sitting here and drinking?
I suppose this is the same friend that gave you whatever it is you've taken.
I don't know what you're talking about. I gave that to Whiffy.
I mean, can I get some of that stuff you've taken?
Oh, yeah, my friend's selling some stuff if you want.
I think we should go check it out.
You are free to render yourself useless after we've completed our mission.
Well, the sooner you come with me, the sooner we can get that decrypted, and the sooner we can get fucked up.
Well, I mean, if we've got the time, we can check it out. If not, your Ada friend can do it afterwards. If not...
And what of those Avali that were chasing you around? They still out there? You give them the slip? Are they still looking?
I definitely gave him the slip. Definitely.
And there's like at least 10 other Yuguar in this place, so I'm sure he'll be blending in fine.
Oh yes, he's been doing swimmingly up until now.
There was one with like a spacesuit on. Guy was crazy.
Alright, I suppose we have time. 10 to 1, this friend of his is imaginary and he's just hallucinating this whole thing. But on the off chance it is someone that can help us out, I guess quicker is better. That being said, do your best to stay out of sight.
And with that, we're going to cut back to Voel.
I'm having significantly less fun than these guys.
You certainly are. It's been another couple more days. Our timelines are starting to get in sync again.
Okay.
You're currently sitting in a mess hall. There are several just rows of chairs and tables, and you've been given a serving of food. It's not the most glamorous food you've ever had, but it definitely beats the concordant military training food that you've lived off in the past.
Brilliant. This is better than I was expecting.
Albin pulls up a chair beside you and is like, "So, any luck on getting yourself out of here, my feathered friend?"
So far, no. But I am using my time out of the cell to try and get a lay of the land, figure out where everything is. At this point, how long have I been here for? It's only been like...
I'd say maybe about a week.
About a week? Okay.
So at this point, we're now at, I think, the 4 weeks since you were cryogenically frozen.
I'm using the time to try and figure out where things are, where we are. I don't think Voel knows exactly like where this facility is. So like, even if he gets out, what might be waiting for him out there?
Does Voel want to find out?
Does Voel have the capability to find out?
I'm sure he can try.
Yes, Voel wants to find out.
Okay, so you're in the mess hall. Adjacent to the mess hall is the kitchen, where there are several staff members, doing kitchen-y things, cooking food, cleaning dishes. The main entrance to this room currently has, I'm going to say guards, but they are, think like psychiatric ward guards. They're like really dressed up nurses, but they're very beefy and you wouldn't want to mess with them in a fight.
Yes.
But they're not wearing like armor and guns.
Okay.
And I think you notice a small door off to the side, which might lead into a storeroom.
Ooh, okay. Does it look like I could sneak into said storeroom easily?
I think if you wanted help from a friend, you could maybe get a distraction going and sneak in.
Okay. I like the way we think.
I mean, it's no pipe bomb, but sure.
No. I'm not gonna have a My Little Pony inspired pipe bomb.
No, we'll give you the next franchise I can rip off.
I'm going to open up this storeroom. It's just going to be full of bright pink pipe bombs.
Let me just change my notes.
Okay, cool. So, I'm like, speaking of trying to figure out how to get out of this place, if you are able to make a distraction of some sort, I can go into that storeroom looking thing over there. Well, you don't know what's in there, first of all, before I try and break in.
Well, it's a storeroom. Storage. Boxes.
Well done. Storage for what? Do you know what's in there specifically or no?
Oh, that's where they keep various different things. I think they've got, like, spare plates, some documents, maybe. Oh, it's a storeroom.
Documents, you say? Okay. Yeah, if you make a distraction, I can go in there, have a look around, and see what I can find to get out of here. Maybe like a map, maybe some blueprints, maybe something I can turn into an explosive to blast a hole in the wall. I say this part a little bit more quietly, to get us the fuck out of here. But yeah, if you can cause a distraction of some kind, and I make my way out of here, I'll bring you with me.
Albin leans in a bit closer and goes, "You think you can get us both out of here?"
Okay, so on my home world, I don't know if you've seen like animated, like we call them movies where I'm from. Basically, they're animated shows. We watch them for entertainment, right? And there is one that I was fond of called The Shawshank Redemption. And it's about this guy who breaks out of something kind of similar to this. And I kind of want to try and see if I can emulate that. But yeah, if I can get out of here and you're going to help me do it, I will not leave you here.
I think this might need a dice roll. I have a feeling, Lexi, you've had a very lack of a number of dice rolls in this session, so let's get maybe a sway roll going.
Can I interest you in literally anything else?
You can attempt to. If you can justify it, go for it.
I suppose not consorting, because I'm not trying to get like information or anything, am I? Although, yeah, it would be consort, because I'm trying to like socialize with like my friend and or contact to get access to resources, which is him. Like, he can be my resource to get me out of here.
Okay.
That would be the only argument I can make.
I'll allow it. I'm going to say it's going to be a risky standard roll.
Okay.
I have a devil's bargain for you, and if anyone wants to make suggestions, feel free to chime in. I think the distraction that's going to happen is a massive food fight here in the mess hall, and it's going to draw the attention of more guards. They may not be focused on you at this point, but in the events that are happening, it's going to draw more guards to the mess hall.
Sold.
Take an extra dice. And also, you do have a gambit to spend as well.
No, but I will spend 2 stress to push myself for an additional die.
Okay, so unfortunately you can't do that and take the devil's bargain, so one or the other. Your choice.
Yep. No, cool. Devil's bargain. I want more guards.
Cool. All right, give me the dice roll.
Okay. Well, be kind to me. Oh, double 6s.
That is a critical success.
Well done.
The dice gods have forgiven me.
It's only taken 5 episodes.
Lexi,
yeah.
Describe for me how this epic food fight starts. Now, be mindful, you are surrounded by other inmates. There's not a huge amount of them, but these are people that have spent the last, weeks, months, years being tested upon, prodded, poked, kept and locked away from their past lives. How does this go down?
I turn to Bestu Friendu and I say, keep it going. And then I grab the sloppiest, most drippy part of whatever's in my tray and I get up and shimmy so I'm in line with 2 people and I throw it at the one that's facing away from me to make it look as though the person I'm standing behind threw it at him. And then I duck away to make it look like that had started. So then he would get smacked in the back, get up, get angry, and then Albin will then keep it going and start spurring on other people to join in.
I think you pick the greasiest, sloppiest meatball in gravy and just yeet it across at this guy. Just smacks him on the side of the face and then just does that whole where it sticks for a bit and then slides down. He shoves the table forward, grabs a hunk of mashed potatoes and just slaps this other guy across the face with it. And then it just goes out of control from there. There is meatballs, mashed potatoes, at some point, like just a whole tin of tomatoes that someone got from somewhere just goes flying over the top. And the guards react and attempt to start calming them down. One radios in for more assistance. The kitchen staff lock off one of the doors, and you are able to sneak away into this little side room with Albin in tow.
My boy.
And no one noticed that you're disappeared. You are in a little storage area. It starts off as a small corridor and opens up into more shelving. There's mostly kitchen supplies in here. There's a little desk out the back that has more of the like paperwork side of things. It looks like there's, food orders, staff rosters there for the kitchen. What are we looking for and potentially getting?
I'm looking for anything that describes or like covers where the food orders come in from. So I'm looking for like perhaps like the docking area, like how they get stuff to this facility. Because I want a plane, I want a ship to get out with. That is my focus right now. So I'm looking for anything that might point in that kind of direction.
I think, OH&S is still a thing. There's those, those emergency fire exit maps on the wall. It's got "you are here" pointed to it, and then there's a big thick red line showing you the emergency exit and how to get out. Mm-hmm. It crosses the main building to the other side, goes down a corridor, and then goes into a back of house loading bay. And then there's several yards of ground to cover before it reaches a chain link fence and the main exits. In the paperwork, you confirm that you are here in a place called the Coop, which it just generally gets called, and it is actually on the planet X as well.
Okay, so I'm on the planet X. I have no reason to know that the guys are here though.
Correct.
So my focus is get to the dock. Is there anything in here that I could possibly like rig together into a weapon that I could conceal on my person?
There certainly is. What type of weapon you're looking for?
Something bladed, something more on the quiet side. So maybe something I can like hone an edge onto.
Perfectly easy. There's chef's knives here.
Oh, I don't even need to do that. I can just take one then.
Yeah, 100%. If you want to make a dice roll for it, maybe you can put together some improvised explosives. There's, aerosol cans here.
Oh, hell yeah, let's do that. Yeah, is there any, like, pink paint?
Sure, yeah. Just down the side of this desk, there's a little shopping bag that's got, like, pink spray paint, a little tub of glitter, and just looking up on the wall, you see a couple of those, daughter paintings that they've done. It's like, this is me and this is mummy kind of pictures up on the wall. So it looks like whoever's desk this is has picked up some supplies for their daughter. So there's definitely some spray paints there, glitter, you name it. It's pink, it's
thank
frilly.
God, I thought you were going to say there's a child here. Yeah, no, cool. I do want to rig together a bomb, and I do want to like almost do a motif of a koi fish on it.
Damn it, you son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I'm going a little bit more serious now. I'm trying to step away from the My Little Ponies.
That's all good. I think that would be
serious.
a rig roll then to try and put something
Never
together.
gonna give you up. No, sorry.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
So,
I'm serious now. Never gonna give you.
do I trust the dice? Yes, I trust the dice. They have forgiven me.
No, I give you a devil's bargain if you want.
Oh, okay. I will hear you out.
I think while this is happening, what you don't notice is the person whose desk this is, so this is probably the kitchen manager, is going to enter into the room.
Are they... So would this be a staff member, or would this be...
This would be a staff member, but not a guard.
Okay. No, I'll just take the roll.
Oh,
I'll just take the roll.
okay. Well, in that case, if you'd like to push yourself for 2 stress, you can also take a dice, and you do have a gambit to spend.
What if, as a devil's bargain, while you're also doing this, you don't notice Albin doing something else in the room as well, potentially going through other drawers and
I like this.
taking God knows what?
I mean, Albin's got his own plans as well.
Exactly.
Could be helpful, could be not.
Yeah, okay. I'll take that one. Yeah. And we're going to lead into my boy. Oh, I also, don't forget, I am bruised, so I have less effect.
You do. So this will make it a risky limited. So from an improvised explosives point of view, you're going to get maybe 1 out of this.
Okay. I'm going to roll my 3 die. Dice gods, be kind. I rolled a 6. A 3, a 4, and a 6.
3, 4, 6. Excellent.
Yeah.
I said this was risky, so the crew gains a gambit.
You're welcome, boys.
And you were able to strap together an improvised explosive.
Too easy.
It is, one of those little like propane tanks. You've got some masking tape wrapped around it. There's a oven lighters you can get strapped to one end. It's very rudimentary, but it will make a hell of a bang.
Could I stick a fuse on it?
Certainly can.
Brilliant. Not a super long fuse, like whatever's available. I'll let you figure out how long a time I can make.
Because I love doing this so much, you are making these things.
Yes.
And then, actually, I'm going to need like a reaction roll from you. Give me a scrap roll. This will be a risky standard roll.
All right, let's go. I'm going to spend that gambit I just got.
Go for it.
Yeah. So this is 3 die, yeah?
Yep.
3 dice. We wouldn't describe this as we're firing ship guns or making a trick shot to get an extra die. Hey.
No.
That was some hard gambling right there, Jesus.
Well-
Just negotiate with nothing.
I can't say yes if I don't ask.
Ship-shaped, isn't it? Yeah. If I stand on this table, it is considered a vessel. Thus, I am on a ship.
I'm holding a bomb. That's kind of like a steering wheel. 3, 4, and a 6.
3, 4, 6. Excellent. You hear a buzzing noise coming from behind you. And in the last split second, you turn and jump back up onto the desk. And you see Albin standing there with a big ass grin on his face. And it looks like he's picked up a taser from one of the drawers. And he's staring you down at this point. And that's where we're going to cut back to the other group.
Mother...
He's only got one arm, you can take him.
I have a bomb. I'm going to take him out.
Just throw the bomb to him and just see what he drops or what he tries to go for. I mean, honestly, that's not a bad idea.
Think quick.
Well, we'll find that out later. Let's wrap up with the other group this time. So, you've collected yourselves, you've collected Captain Foo, and you've made your way back over to the print station. Algernon, you see these massive tanks. You see these caxels just chilling and swimming around inside these tanks, just, living life. Would you have just handed this over to Diesel to work on?
Do I recognize these people at all?
No, these seem like general people, not seen them before. But do notice that Arc seems to have a relationship with Hicks, the guy who seems to be running the station.
I would have attempted to introduce them as well, like Hicks and Diesel.
Yep.
I'll say that being in his current state, Algernon would be making sure that he doesn't get his hands on the recording straight away. Algernon suss these guys out. The tanks, based on what I can see, do I recognize the drug that is in these tanks that he's selling?
You check it out. This is a very surprisingly weak drug, which doesn't quite make sense to you as to how people could, get a high off of it or anything. Arc, would you have talked through the properties of what you're experiencing from this?
I may have said that I got something from Hicks and that's healed me a bit, but I probably wouldn't have gone down the route of breaking down and dissecting what I see in relation to the way and things like that with the vats.
Yeah, this seems like one of those, let's just say it's MDMA kind of street drug in a liquid form, but it looks very, very diluted. It does plug into these artifact looking hookah devices, and I think with your keen senses you think that seems to be amplifying the effects of the drug.
So he's creating a diluted drug and selling it for premium because the artifact is making it more potent, right?
But also there are caxels swimming about in it. They seem fine. They've got breathing apparatus on, so they're not breathing or inhaling any of this stuff in there. So that's probably what's ticking you off as to it not being a very potent drug, because if they're fully submerged, that would be seeping in through their skin.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, looking at this, My first impressions of this guy is that he's
selling cheap drugs.
he's trying to make an easy buck by cutting his supply with, I don't know, fucking saline or some shit, and relying on something he knows nothing about to make the difference in terms of potency. So I instantly do not trust this guy at all. After that, like, brief analysis, I guess cautiously walk up and shake his hand.
He shakes your hand back. I think we go through a bit of a phase where he's trying to offer you some of the things to try. I'm assuming you're rejecting it.
Yes.
So yeah, you definitely exchange some pleasantries. The main thing you're here for is to get the recording device descrambled. I assume at some point you are trusting Diesel to have a look at it.
No, I don't think we get that far, honestly.
Okay.
In fact, I think Kentucky is probably much more interested in the tanks at this point.
Okay.
Hicks, you said it was?
Well, yeah, you can call me Hicks. What can I do for you?
How do you know my friend over here?
We go way back. Arc, I believe it was the, we met at the labor camps, didn't we?
Yeah, it was about the time that I started, getting ready to leave the labor camps, really, yeah.
Yeah, that was on Talion B.
Yeah.
Gotta say, he's come a long way since I met him back then. And he goes on to tell you like a story of these off-world labor camps that he noticed a spark, would be the best way of putting it, in Arc. Well, I helped kind of guide him in using his Wii powers a bit. And eventually he moved on. I've set up a shop curating these wonderful little specimens, and he's pointing to the various artifacts that he's got there with him.
Yes, I noticed this quite interesting, intricate metalwork for these tanks. Where did you come upon these? I get up close to like inspect the glass and the metal. I'm cautious to not touch anything until I'm sure it's kosher, but I am thoroughly inspecting these as I talk.
They look a bit worn. They're not like pristine or anything, so they have been beaten about. These particular ones, it seems like they're getting a bit of usage out of them, so that would probably suggest he's taking the setup to multiple places every now and then. The glass vats are just industrial strength glass. Typically these would be in some like factories. They'd be like inspection vats in a factory, so like the main products in the big sealed off metal vats. Some gets pumped into these for inspectors to check out stuff. They seem to be repurposed in this case for leisurely entertainment. By themselves, there doesn't seem to be much of a danger to them. They are very safe to pick up and hold, but yeah, again, you do notice that these hookah devices seem to be amplifying the properties of the drugs that pass through them.
Is the actual pipe itself made of the same kind of precursor artifact material, or is that something that these look like it's been tacked on as well?
It just looks like a tack-on bit of pipe. It looks like the main, like the hookah device itself, is what's the artifact.
Yeah, right, okay. Yeah, after studying a bit more, he just says, and the caxel swimming in your product, is there method to that, or is that just purely for showmanship?
He just puts an arm around your shoulder and goes, well, let's just say some persons around here do like to pay a premium for these leisurely activities, and who am I to stop them from enjoying that?
Yes, especially if you can undercut them and charge the same price.
They're absorbing a lot through their skin at the moment. I think they're getting a lot. If I had a normal dosage in there, they would be dead within minutes.
Yes, I can't imagine that would be anywhere near as appetizing to look at when trying to purchase.
No, it'd be bad for business too.
Yes, naturally.
I think from your doctor vibes,
yeah,
it is literally they're in there vibing and just getting that high directly from the fluids. They don't seem to be in danger at all.
Yep, that's good.
I will give you a bit of extra as well, because you are a doctor and you've done these studies. You do notice it's not necessarily the liquid that's getting the most high, it's when it converts into the vapor, because that's what's going through the tubes. And you're noticing there's some slight healing properties of that vapor that's coming out as well.
Yeah, okay.
Again, similar to amplifying the effects of a drug, it's also kind of amplifying like cell regeneration or something in the bodies.
Yeah, Algernon is actually really intrigued with these artifacts, and after looking it up and down, he grabs Hicks's hand with a couple of fingers and just gently moves it off of his shoulder before standing back up. Very interesting creations, and you seem incredibly business savvy to make it work for you this well, at such a extreme margin. How would you like to sell me one of these?
So you're a businessman as well. You know what? Why don't you swing by my shop? Not this week, I'm going to be here for a bit. Yeah, maybe in the next week or two. And, I don't know, we can maybe do a deal. I can show you some other wares you might be interested in.
Algernon is conceding the upsell and is just going to go along with it.
I don't know if Arc would have piped in and let you know that Hicks is a mystic goods supplier or what that business is at all.
I probably would have chimed in, like, mid-conversation here and there and just kind of pointed out that I've gotten stuff from Hicks in the past, like mystic related, but I wouldn't have specifically told Algernon not to go to Hicks or anything like that.
So you're kind of providing a testimony to, yeah, this guy has some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kentucky agrees. Like, that's fine. Can do business on a different day. I now know where to find him.
Yes. But your little protege was saying something about getting some messages to Scramplified?
Yes, right.
Did you want me to get Diesel to have a look at that for you? Like, he is pretty good with this stuff.
Remind me again where we got this message from. This is from Captain Foo, and she got from...
So this is Captain Foo. She got it off of her away team that was investigating one of the factories from the Quasar Corporation.
Yeah, okay.
And it was interrupted by the Concordant Knights.
Yeah.
So in that process, it got scrambled.
Okay. So very unlikely that there's any information here that we don't want random people to hear. So I don't think we need to worry about whether or not we can trust Diesel as long as he can decode it and give us a message. So in that case, yes, Captain, if you wouldn't mind providing this gentleman here with a recording device, we can get this descrambled.
Captain Foo unhooks the device from her side and hands it over to Diesel. It takes him a good half hour to plug it in, go through it, and scrub as much as he can from it. He eventually comes back to you and goes, well, I've been able to get what I can. There's not a huge amount on there. Did you want to play it? And he hands you his small tablet, so just large enough that you can see the screen, but at the same time you've got the doof doof music going in the background. Captain Foo's like, if we can get a peek of it now, I would love to know what was on that message. That might decide my next course of action.
Yes, I mean, any information we can get as soon as possible would be welcome. Thank you.
She taps play on the top front of the screen, and a very staticky video begins to play. It looks like it's being filmed in a handheld camera in selfie mode, and this female human scientist is like, I think we found it. I think they've been lying to us this whole time. The view of the camera flips around and you see it is in a laboratory, and in the middle you see a giant sized table with restraints attached to it. They zoom in on this table and they're like, clearly they've been doing something here. These tables seem to be sized up for, I want to say, a large dog-like creature. These facilities are very disgusting. There's like fur and dust just everywhere. The camera flips back around. Captain, I think we found the evidence we've been looking for. They're clearly testing on animals of some kind. We need to get this message back to our... And then there's a large thud. You hear voices in the background. Hey, is anyone in here? Who's that? And it cuts out and goes to static. Captain Foo chimes in and says, oh, that clinches it. I think that's just what we've been looking for. That evidence that I knew that Quasar Pharmaceuticals were not to be trusted. They claim everything's above board, but if they're testing on innocent animals, we're going to have to do something about that. Oh, and I don't have my ship anymore either.
Captain, I'm more than certain that the rest of the crew would be on board with helping you out with your mission as soon as we're able to find our missing pilot.
you're pretty much my only ride at the moment, so if you can get me back to Durara afterwards and I can organize another ship and rescue party that way, I'll come and help you with your pilot friend. Do you think you can get me to Durara afterwards?
Yes, of course. That's perfectly fine. We'll arrange something.
Right. Let's go and get with you. I think we've got everything we needed here, right? I've got my message. Was there anything else you needed to do?
Was there a reason we were here in terms of looking for Voel as well? Like, do we have no leads on that?
Well, you yourself would probably know where the Coop is. No doubt you've been there before.
Yeah, sorry, it's been a while. I remember that we've already mentioned the Coop, haven't we, in the last episode? Yeah. It's all come back to me now. Alright, so this was like a stopover. We're heading towards the Coop.
Yes, this was like the wrap-up of your downtime activities from the previous session.
Okay, cool. Then, would there be anything, like, I know Ava, to some degree, would there be anything she could do to help in this regard, or like in terms of numbers, or...
She's a singer. You don't think she would want to get wrapped up into a dangerous mission?
Well, I'm not going to give her a gun and send her in. She's a contact, right? Like, she knows people.
She does, and she did get you in here to help with this message.
But we don't need that anymore. Unless she was just going to point us to this guy, in which case that would have been fortuitous that we just skipped that. Then I guess no. I don't know if you've got anything, Arc.
You said we were here for roughly half an hour while Diesel kind of deciphered things. Did Whiffy ever actually come back?
All of a sudden, you just hear a massive explosion come from out the back of this venue.
Oh.
And Whiffy just walks back in and goes... And that, I think, is where we'll end tonight's session.
Was that a death rattle?
Was he dead? Was he dying? was the state of him?
Completely just just straight face being like...
That's the cliffhanger for today's episode. Who did Whiffy blow up?
That is a good end segment for any show. Who did Whiffy shoot?
Who shot Whiffy?
Alright, how are we feeling about going in for a rescue mission next time?
It's okay, I'm going to break myself out.
Well, we still don't know where that bomb came from. It could have, timeline-wise, came from a freaking kitchen storage room. Couldn't it?
It could have.
You were the bomb all along. It was me.
I made it and put it in you because you guys took so long to rescue me.
Yeah, we were rescuing you.
You abandoned me.
Before we wrap up, let's do some EXP. Get some experience points under your belts. Who would like to go first?
I can, because mine will be real quick. I didn't do any of them. Tough challenge with speed or flair? Not really.
I don't know. You could maybe argue a food fight is flairish.
That sounds like flair to me.
I mean, I'll pitch it, yeah.
I don't want to just jump on board with his next idea, but I do agree. It is flair adjacent, at least.
It's flair adjacent.
That's the least complimenting compliment ever. I'm not going to give this to you, but I'll give this to you.
Well, feel free to take an XP adjacent.
2 is adjacent to 1, so I'll take 2 XP.
0 is also adjacent to 1, sure.
And I put that wherever I want?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, okay.
Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background? I don't think so in this one.
No. I was going to say, I tried to think back on anything I might have done, but no, not really. Nothing is kind of related to this.
And lucky last, did you struggle with issues from your vice or trauma?
Yeah, I should have been more paranoid. No, my lack of trust in Albin is why I got the knife. I'll be honest. I really want to play into the whole, like, not trusting anyone that comes with the whole paranoia trauma. Which, for clarification, in case it hasn't come through yet, that is the trauma I got from filling out my stress 2 sessions back, is I'm paranoid. I see danger, like, everywhere, and I can't trust other people.
I just want to jump in and point out that I love that in what caused this trauma was gathering allies and, like, collecting people, and then now, while a part of this trauma, you were still gathering allies and collecting people, yet hesitant about it, which I kind of love.
Yeah, convenient. Yeah, all he has to do is say he's bummed about it, and essentially is the same
Yeah.
role playing.
Hang on, no. I made sure I was equipped to shank the guy.
Yeah, while collecting him and having him come along your, assisting you, which I just was laughing halfway through the
Yeah,
episode
he's
about.
like, wait, what?
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I just thought it was hilarious.
I can't do shit by myself. I'm 4 foot tall. 4 foot tall with like noodle arms.
And can't fly, apparently.
And I can't fly.
Damn flightless bird.
I've got everything bad about being a raptor. I've got the hollow bones. I can't do anything with them.
Alright, well, I think that's all the XP that Vol's going to get.
Yeah, that's fine.
Shut down.
Alright, who would like to go next? Arc or Algernon?
I don't mind jumping in.
Done. Arc's next. Did you address a tough challenge with wisdom or the way?
I don't think so for the most part. Wisdom, I feel like I was very wisdomless this entire episode.
Yeah, you took the first opportunity to get high.
Oh yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Straight away.
Yeah. The way, very much not so much either. I noticed it. I don't think I addressed a tough situation or challenge with it.
That's okay. Maybe next time. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
Ooh. Now, heritage... I'm not sure heritage or background. Like, I feel like I was going to try and lean into the labor side of things by assisting and getting others to come to Hicks's little shop, but I don't think I really did that.
I'd be inclined to say that it counts because we've introduced someone as one of your close friends, and we did talk a little bit about where you met, which was in the labor camp.
Oh, that's still part of my background,
Which is, your background. So I would say, take an XP for that.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, okay.
And lastly, did you struggle with your vice or traumas, which
Oh yeah, baby. I leaned right into my vice of luxury by getting high as soon as I could with something very way-laced.
but that isn't making you struggle, that's actually helping you out.
Oh, yeah, but isn't it a struggle that I've dabbled with a vice still? Or not really?
Indulging. No, it's
Oh, okay, yeah.
that's clear stress.
That's more of an indulgence. Yeah, fair. Alright, fair enough. I got the one.
And with that, your special way powers at the moment, that clock is counted down to 3 because we didn't use it during the session.
Correct, yeah. Just want to double check as well. My healing, I've got 2 hearts marked down. Did that go down or was it just my harm that went down?
No, just the harm that went down. Your healing only goes up. If you were to take an additional harm, then your healing will reset back to 0.
Okay, yeah. Yep, perfect.
If it's any consolation, Algernon struggled with issues from your vice.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I bet you don't.
You also struggled with Voel's trauma of just paranoia, apparently. Not trusting my vice.
He's just taking.
Just
He's got all of our character
He's
sheets.
just an empathetic
He's
sponge.
got all of our character sheets open. Yeah, I'm an ace pilot. I'm good at everything.
Yeah, actually, Algernon did say that we will fly Captain Foo to where they wanted to go. So, bam, pilot as well.
You are the best of all of us.
no, that wasn't that wasn't piloting. I can actually fly though, so because I'm not Navali. Yeah.
Oh.
God damn. You know what? Leave me in the prison.
Damn.
Leave me in the prison. I don't want to.
We have.
Actually, yeah. You guys have been in a rave all fucking day. I'm sitting there getting experimented on, and these guys are like getting high and fucking.
You've had
Hey,
flashbacks. to
Arc was
crimes.
experimenting as well.
You've been rotting in a prison getting tested. We've been to a spa day and a rave.
No, the war crimes was a flashback.
Well, yeah, I said that, yeah.
I just relived it.
Oh, it's so good. So good.
This bullshit fucking.
We're playing 2 different campaigns at once, to be fair.
Algernon's gone shopping and shit.
Well, speaking of Algernon, did you address a tough challenge with insight or compassion?
Definitely not compassion. Oh well, not tough challenge with compassion.
What is compassion?
Insight. Insight, yes, I think so. I think Algernon had to be the level-headed one in this. I mean, again, the risks weren't high, but
Yeah, I was.
Arc still managed to get an entire group of Avali chasing him within a couple of minutes of entering. So
And then winding up with a My Little Pony pipe bomb attached to him at some point.
God. The rabbit hole we went down.
yeah, we never explained that.
Some things are best left unexplained.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a wonderful fever dream.
yeah.
God help me.
I think all of these kind of like all 3 of these questions relate to I guess the conversation at the end with Hicks to some degree, Whether or not they all count for XP is another story, but like in terms of a tough challenge with insight and expressing like my background coming from the Syndicate, sizing this guy up as a snake oil merchant initially before going into chat and hand over the message, I feel is indicative of Algernon's, like, I guess, street smarts, wisdom there. So, like, I don't know if that really counts as, like, part of expressing his background.
I would definitely say beliefs and background, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can say it was a tough challenge with insight, though.
Yeah, that's my only thing. Like, I don't really think there were any tough challenges in this session.
No, this was more of a lore and wrapping up session. So that's fine. That's 1 XP for this one.
Yeah.
All good.
And in terms of struggling with issues from your advice, I don't necessarily think he struggled, but I was role-playing with his obsession for precursor artifacts in mind that it, did distract him from the task at hand. But I don't think I'd say it was struggle.
Yeah, I don't think it was a struggle. It wasn't really a negative impact on anything.
No.
That's all good. Well, feel free to mark an XP. And let's cross over to your crew experience. Interestingly, the crew did pick up a new special ability last session, and that is the Just Cause ability. When the crew does the right thing at cost to themselves, you mark a crew XP. Do we think we dallied in that this session?
I don't think we did this session, but I think taking Captain Foo where she needs to go next session. Actually, no. I think we did, because we're here specifically for her, instead of going to save Voel.
Yeah, thanks for that, by the way.
Yeah, but XP. Like, we're actually detouring to help her out and then give her a ride before we go and break Voel out of the coop.
I genuinely cannot remember, because it legitimately was a while ago that we did the last episode, but I feel like there was some sort of roll-on effect of we knew that if we did this, or we thought that if we did this, it would help give us more information about where Voel was, or that Captain Foo would help us with the whole Voel of it all kind of thing, but I genuinely cannot remember. I thought there was a reason we'd gone down that rabbit hole of Voel's gone, let's just do this instead.
I think that is the latter is the idea. Like, she was going to help us out if we helped her out. I think that was the
Quit
case.
trying to talk Xeno out of giving us XP.
Well,
This was meant to be at detriment to ourselves, and you're trying to convince Xeno why it was a good thing we helped her.
Well,
we're always a detriment to ourselves, to be fair.
With the fact that we've pushed it back a week means you got experimented on for a week.
You're welcome.
That is at cost to you.
Yeah, I think it counts. I think that's a really good point.
So I still think it counts.
Made another friend.
Yeah, Voel is struggling with a new trauma of not trusting others, and one of the things he'd put his trust in was the crew or the koi fish.
Yeah, and they've just left me to get plucked.
You weren't using those feathers anyway.
I guess we'll see how that comes out in the wash after all the events happen.
Yeah, we will.
But I will take that crew XP for you. The next question I have: did you execute a successful job that opposes the Concordant?
Nope.
Not in this one. We didn't do a job. Did you contend with challenges above your current station? No, everything was pretty much on the level here. Did you bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one? To reminder, your reputation is unpredictable.
Yeah, we bolstered. Yeah, probably. Well, do people know? Can they trace that back to us?
I don't know. I don't think they can.
Was the pipe bomb device's explosion in the shape of a koi fish?
No, it wasn't. You don't know. You just heard it go off.
Yeah, you don't know that, and I haven't done anything with it yet.
Yeah, we got no clue.
So that's not a no, for the record.
I think just that chaos of having the pipe bomb there, I'm going to give you the XP for it.
Wow. Can't believe
crazy enough to work.
That's what we got from this. We actually got another
I
XP
feel like that was a pity
from that.
XP, but it was also very much on the nose.
You will take my pity XP and you will enjoy it.
Yeah. An extra die, an XP, and a cool moment for Whiffy.
Whiffy just walks in, walking away from the explosion in slow-mo.
Someone animate that.
And please.
Alright, last question for the crew. Did you express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew?
Essential nature? Yes.
Well, drives, yeah.
Getting high.
Well, I guess only towards the end there, but again, it is all to at this point in time, it's all to get Voel back. But, I mean, yeah, does our drive change over time as a crew, or is it like a set thing? Like, is it the, going up against a concordant? Is that our drive? Or...
I will say that I think our drive is still along the same path. We're just looking at it in a very, very narrow scope of what's happened this session. Because I think in this session we're still wrapping up what we were previously doing, going against the concordant to get this captain and set them free and stuff like that. So I think we're still along that pathway. We're just still in the very narrow scope. We're just faffing about a bit, but in the grand scheme of things, we're not actually doing not that bad yet.
But is this question just a gimme then? Because would we not always be doing that?
I mean, potentially.
Every single session.
Well, the question is, what is your crew's current drive at the moment?
Yeah, well, we want to get Voel back. We obviously didn't...
We did nothing.
We didn't directly do anything about that this session, but we are doing things to build towards that for the next session. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's a judgment call, right? So, it's on, you can decide.
I'm going to say no, because I don't think you directly did it towards helping Voel out. You were helping Captain Foo.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But that's all good. You still got 2 XP for your crew this session, bringing you up to a total of 2. And that brings us to the end of our character advancement and the end of this episode. With the crew finally descramblifying Captain Foo's message, will they get on with saving Voel from the Coop? Only time will tell. Stick around for the next exciting, thrilling, pipe bomb exploding episode of Dark Cosmos. Hello listener, and thank you once again for making it through another episode of Dark Cosmos. This episode was brought to you by the cast of the placeholder NPCs, with Kentucky Blue, aka Algernon, being played by Sam, Arc Ferris, aka Rook, being played by Deshawn, Burung, aka Demon, being played by Lexi, and of course the game moderator, being played by myself, Xeno. The music for this episode was brought to you by Sasha Ende, and you can find out more about them by visiting ende.app, ende.app, as well as Feslian Studios. You can visit them at feslianstudios.com. Sound effects for this episode was from Zapsplat, and you can visit them at zapsplat.com. Once again, you've got our eternal gratitude for making it through this episode. It does take a lot of time and effort to put these together, so if you want to support us and help us keep making more, is simply by sharing. Throw it on your socials, talk about it with your friends, leave us a comment down below, or come hit us up on Instagram under the handle of @placeholder NPCs. Once again, thank you, and we'll see you on the next episode.